Hey darling, just a quick and relaxed video today to give you some updates on the channel's content and a chance to help me make it even better for you. So let's start with something that has become crystal clear, book unboxings. You guys really don't care about them, do you? And I get it, there are a million unboxing videos out there, and unless it's something truly special, I now realize that watching me pull books out of a box isn't exactly riveting content. I've got a couple more already filmed that I'm gonna post just because, you know, they're done. But after that, I'm only gonna do unboxings for the big releases. You know, the one where the entire bookish internet loses their collective minds. Like if Brandon Sanderson suddenly drops another secret book, or if Sarah J. Maas announces something unexpected. You know, those moments where we all need to scream together about special editions and gorgeous covers and fangirl like the little dweebs we are. Now, book hauls, on the other hand, oh, you beautiful book dragons are absolutely here for those. I see you, I respect you, and I am one of you. That little dopamine hit when you see someone else's stack of new books, I mean, it's validation that you're not the only one with a completely unreasonable TBR pile. I get it. So book hauls are staying, and I will keep feeding that horde. Plus, they help you discover books that you may have missed, and that's really what we're here for, right? That's what I tell myself anyway. But here's what's really making my heart sing. You are absolutely loving the first looks. These are my favorite videos to make, and there's just something so satisfying about diving deep into hundreds of readers' reviews, finding those patterns of what works and what doesn't, and then serving it up to you in a way that helps you decide which books are worthy of your valuable time. Because let's be real, our reading time is precious. I mean, we can't waste it on books that don't deliver. So what first looks do you want to see? Drop your request in the comments. Is there a book everyone's raving about that you're not really sure if it's worth the hype? Maybe a series you're curious about but you don't want to commit to without intel? Tell me and I'll do the research for you. Oh, and I'm also ramping up my YouTube Shorts game. I know sometimes you don't really have 10 full minutes to watch a full first look. You just need a quick hit, a 30-second, yes, read this, or skip it if you hate this trope. So I'm creating more shorts to give you those rapid fire recommendations when you're scrolling and need to add something to your TBR immediately. Now here's something I'm considering, and I really need your input. Series deep dives. You know how it goes. You know, book 1 is amazing, and then book 3 falls off a cliff, and you've wasted hours of your life you'll never get back. So what I'm thinking about doing is creating dedicated videos that look at an entire series to help you decide if even starting book 1 is worth the full commitment. But here's my question. Would you rather have that as its own separate video where I can go into more detail, give you more information, look at each of the books in more detail? Or should I just cover the series in a very, very high level way in the first look? So that's kind of, I'm kind of stuck on which one is going to be better. I like going into more deep dives, but I'm a nerd with that stuff. So I don't want to bog you down with anything you don't really care about. Let me know in the comments what would be the most helpful for you when it comes to that. Okay, I also want to talk about hidden gems for a second. You know I love finding those books that absolutely deserve to blow up, but somehow haven't hit the mainstream yet. Those authors who are crafting incredible stories, but don't have the marketing budget of the big 5, you know? I mean, do you want more deep dives into lesser known books, or you want to stick with the big name books, or you want kind of a hybrid of the two? Because I'm here for it if you are. I mean, some of my favorite reading experiences have come from books with less than 100 reviews that absolutely blew my mind. Also, I'm constantly working to be clearer about content warnings and Steam levels. I know my audience. Some of you want all of the spice, others want the door firmly closed. Some of you want to just know what you're getting into before you start reading, and you don't really care either way. You just want to be prepared. So I'm being more explicit about trigger warnings, Steam levels, and content notes. And no judgment either way. I don't care. You know, we all have our preferences and our limits, and that's completely valid. I just want to make sure that you're finding books that match your mood and your boundaries. Now, the interviews. The response to these has been absolutely incredible, and it makes me so happy because these authors are genuinely fascinating humans with amazing stories to tell. And you know, not just their books, but their journeys, their experiences, their processes, their failures, their triumphs. I mean, I have got some fantastic interviews coming up. Nicoll Gonnella, Selkie Myth, both of them have agreed to chat with me. And between you and me, I have got some absolutely huge names in the pipeline, like names that will make you fangirl as hard as I did, but I can't announce them until the dates are locked in because I don't want to promise something and then have the scheduling fall through. So trust me though, You are going to love what's coming. My goal with these interviews is to level up every single time. I want to ask the questions that you've never heard before. I want to dig into those authors' heads, their craft, their passions, their quirks, the real stuff, the stuff that authors don't usually talk about. Which brings me to something important. This week, I'm interviewing Shirtaloon. Yes, Shirtaloon himself, creator of He Who Fights with Monsters. And I need your questions today. I'm very sorry it's last minute, but I do need them today, not tomorrow, not next week. Head over to my community tab right now. It's the top post, you can't miss it, and you can drop your questions in that post. So what do you want to know? Do you want to know about his writing process, the world building behind his system, the thoughts on the progression fantasy genre, that one plot point that's been driving you crazy? This is your chance to get answers directly from him, so don't miss it. And here's the thing about these interviews. I'm making them more interactive. You guys are going to help shape these conversations. I'll be crowdsourcing questions for every author interview going forward, so you might hear your question answered by your favorite author. I mean, how cool is that? Now, before I forget, shameless plug, my patrons get everything a full week early. Every first look, every interview, every book haul, they see it all 7 days before it hits YouTube. It's just $5 a month, and you joining really helps support the channel and lets me keep doing this. There is a link in the description if you want to join our little club of cool kids. I'd love to see you there. All right, darling, here's what I need from you. I need you to flood the comments with what you want to see. What tropes are you absolutely craving right now? Do you want enemies to lovers, found family, OP protagonists who actually deserve their power? I mean, what subgenres are you into? Dark fantasy, cozy fantasy, progression fantasy, romantasy with dragons, romantasy with no dragons. Tell me everything. And honestly, just tell me what would make this channel perfect for you. I'm here to make sure that when you invest your precious reading time in a book, it's going to deliver what you're looking for. And we're building something special here, a community of readers who respect the craft, who value real stories, and who understand that books aren't just entertainment. They're portals, they're therapy, they're adventure, and they're home. I am so grateful you're here for this journey with me. Happy reading, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.